Meanwhile, the Finance Minister Grant Robertson said lifting the alert level from 2 to 4 means every New Zealand business will be impacted in some way. He said the $150,000 cap on the wage subsidy scheme would be lifted removed altogether, and businesses would be eligible, all businesses. He said whilst New Zealanders might not be able to work, it was important that they had an income. Mr Robertson said the scheme itself had changed.
Businesses that are less than a year old and firms that have had significant increase in revenue in the past year are now also eligible. They will need to demonstrate revenue loss against a similar time period, for example a 30% loss of income as a result of Covid-19 in March 2020 compared to January 2020. Self-employed people with variable monthly incomes are also now eligible if they can demonstrate the revenue loss against the previous year's monthly average. The scheme also covers registered charities, non-government organisations, incorporated societies and post-settlement governance entities. The expansion of the scheme outlined today takes the estimated cost of the wage subsidy scheme from $5.1 billion to $9.3 billion. The second decision that we have taken today is to freeze rent increases and to look to extend no-cause terminations to protect people during this difficult time. We'll release more details of how we will operationalise that in the coming days. We know that for many New Zealanders, paying the rent is one of the biggest weekly bills they face, and we want to ensure that we ease any pressure on that. And thirdly today, the Government, the Reserve Bank and our retail banks have agreed in principle to a business financing guarantee scheme to help cushion the impact of Covid-19. The scheme would leverage the Crown's balance sheet to enable banks to extend lending to firms which would otherwise be viable. In addition, the Government, the Reserve Bank and our retail banks have also agreed in principle to significant support for mortgage holders. Meetings are taking place as we speak to finalise the details on this, which will also be announced in the coming couple of days. We are also making urgent preparations for further income support for all workers as we move into alert number 4. I want to say directly to employers and employees at this difficult time, please take the time to work through your options. Talk to one another, get in touch with your bank and together make a plan. We will make sure that all New Zealanders continue to receive some form of income through this period. The priority of our government is the health and well-being of our people, and we will do what it takes to keep everybody safe. We are all in this together. He waka e ka noa.
Finance Minister Grant Robertson. And Brett O'Reilly from the Employers and Manufacturers Association will join us at around 5:15 this evening.